up, guys? Higgins in Japan here with another edition of the Friday video. The Friday video is a video that I make right here in my car on the way home from work on a Friday. And holy cow, it has been 4 months. And you would think that I would have forgotten how to do that intro. But believe me, I practiced it a couple of times in my head just to make sure that I wouldn't mess it up. Guys, what is going on? It is Friday. I'm driving home from work. You guys know how it is. If you've been around the channel for any length of time, you'll know that the Friday video is a Friday video thing that I talk about what's going on in my life here in Japan. Sometimes it's teaching related, sometimes it is just life in general type things related. But this time is kind of a special edition because I didn't realize it until I checked out things on Facebook today, but today marks the 10-year anniversary of the second time that I came to Japan. So the first time I came to Japan was straight out of high school. I was 18 years old, had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, had no idea that I thought about, teaching, but didn't really give it much thought at 18 of going to college even, or becoming a teacher for that matter. And so I came to Japan right out of high school and really loved Japan. And I'm not going to run this red light because I know that you guys watch. You guys are keeping on top of me for those red lights. So I came to Japan, and then it wasn't until 8 years later that I came back to Japan, and that was what this is about. This is the 10-year anniversary of the second time that I came to Japan, and it was an 8-year span, and to be honest, I really didn't know if I was even going to have the same feelings that I had about Japan the first time, because, ooh, that's going to be a tight squeeze. You can do it. You can do it. Ooh. Reach out and touch someone. So the first time I came to Japan, I really loved Japan. I really loved meeting all the people that I got to meet and doing all the things that I got to do. And then it didn't happen for another 8 years. So the thought in my head was it just a one-time thing? Was it a once and done trip? Am I even ever going to come back to Japan, let alone live in Japan? That was way too far off from my thinking. And the whole idea of coming back to Japan was pretty exciting. And so in college, 8 years later, if you notice, the first time I came to Japan was in high school, and then 8 years later I was only in college. That's because I didn't really go to college right after high school. I worked for a couple of years, did some stuff, and then finally decided that I needed to go to college. But it wasn't until 2008 that I was actually able to come back to Japan again, and it was because of a friend that I met in college. He had some connections, and he said, "Hey, you should go talk to these people. They're always looking for summer help, and you never know." And so I thought about it, and I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this. This is a great opportunity for me able to go back to Japan, and who knows, right? Like, maybe I'll really like it. Maybe I won't, and maybe things will have changed for me, right? But this was going to be the trip that was going to define, my coming to Japan in the first place, or in the second place. And so really, it was an interesting trip, but I would say that pretty much right away, I kind of knew that Japan was going to be the place for me. Japan was where I felt like I fit, so that trip 10 years ago completely changed my life. I mean, because now look at me, I'm in Japan, living here. I've been here for almost 7 years now, and it's crazy because it doesn't feel like it's been that long that I've been in Japan. It doesn't even feel like that long since my first trip to Japan. But so much in my life has changed, and so much has happened, and I want to say, and I feel, and I think that it's for the best and for my betterment, of me being able to be here and me being able to come back those times. And yeah, so happy 10-year anniversary to me for coming back to Japan. So congratulations to me. Thank you, me. No, it's not all about me. As much as I want to joke about it, there were a lot of people that helped me get to where I am today. And so obviously those people that made sacrifices for me, or whether it be encouragement or advice. There are a lot of people that, along the way when I was questioning, like, how do I get to Japan, or what does it mean to live in Japan, or what does it look like to live in Japan, and can I be a teacher, and should I change my major junior year of college? Probably don't do that one. That one's kind of dumb, to be honest. Maybe some advice from somebody is maybe don't change your major halfway through, and but hey, maybe do it, because it motivated me to actually graduate, and I only graduated a semester after I should have. So it means you're gonna have to take some summer classes. It means you're gonna have to buckle down and do a lot more, and if Japan is where you want to be, then for me, it took me coming here twice, and then finally, getting the job and everything. But yeah, I think that's for the better. I would hope so. I mean, you would think that I wouldn't stick around in something that wasn't good for me for too long, at least. And I think that Japan is good for me. I mean, hey, I've been teaching for 7 years, almost 7 years. I've got a lot of experience living in a culture and living where the language isn't my own, and where sometimes things get lost in translation, and that's all right. Because if your dream is to live in Japan, there's a lot that comes with it. It's not just all fun and games. Eventually you're going to have to work. Eventually you're going to have to learn the language. Eventually you're going to have to interact with the people around you, build those relationships, and not just stay inside. You can't just stay inside the whole time, guys. You got to get out and be a part of your community. And it's summertime, which means that in 3 days I will be on vacation. And normally I would be taking a break, but even though I'm on vacation, I will still be making videos, because I'm back to making videos. So at the end of this video, I just want to say thank you guys for sticking around the channel, and thank you guys for all the people that are about to unsubscribe, because they're like, I didn't even know I was subscribed to this channel, and now he puts out a video 4 months later, and this dude isn't funny. He's not unique. There's nothing imaginative about his channel. It makes me angry that he makes videos while I sit in my Leo Palace and complain about people that make videos in Japan, because that makes me feel like my life has worth. Anyways, I don't know where that came from. That was a dark place. That was Higgins in Japan went to a dark place. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, head over to facebook.com/Higgins in Japan, because that still exists, and hit me up on that. I don't really use Twitter that much anymore these days, because it's a wasteland, and you get rid of the things in your life that you don't need. Twitter was one of those things. So it's still there. I still tweet every once in a while, but it's not important to me. But yeah, if you have questions or comments or things that you want to know about Japan or living in Japan, feel free to contact me, because that's why I make these videos, to help you guys out. Have a good one, guys. Peace.